Hi, this is Tori Cox, and this is my Teaching with Media and Technology Philosophy video. At the beginning of the instructional technology class, I had a pretty good sense of how technology can be used in the math classroom, as well as a broad philosophy about why it should be used. Over the course of the class, I have learned to see media and technology somewhat differently than when I started, and I have gotten to experience creating and gotten a lot more inspiration ideas for how to specifically incorporate media and technology into a math classroom. My view of technology has shifted somewhat from seeing it as kind of a mechanical tool that can be inserted into math instruction that helps increase student engagement and that helps students learn and be ready for the 21st century. Now I see technology more as a flowing, organic, flexible, changing means by which stories are communicated between people all over the globe. How we present material, how we present to each other what we've learned, those are all stories, and how we present them, the means by which they are presented, are really important and can make the difference between someone learning something effectively and not. So technology creates spaces where students can be the storytellers themselves, and they can use media to create their own evidence of learning. You can take project-based learning in math where students are doing like a real-world project about proportional relationships. They can, rather than standing in front of class and presenting in front of the board or in front of a poster board that they made, they can create their own TED Talk instead, or do an online slideshow, or do another kind of video or multimedia presentation. So technology really provides like a variety of ways that students can demonstrate their mastery of the subject in ways that are applicable to how communication is happening today, especially involving digital media. Math class has a reputation for being challenging, boring, and for students to have trouble connecting it to their real lives. Students often ask, why are we learning this? I see technology and media as being ways to address all of those issues. We viewed some incredibly interesting TED Talks this semester. TED Talks in general could be used in a math classroom in order to create discussions, in order to present challenging questions to students that math would be used to solve or to learn more about. There are all kinds of interesting videos, not just TED Talks, that connect directly to math or indirectly through just providing the context and real-world connections that students so often ask for. One thing that we learned a lot about during this course was the importance of visual literacy skills, and I see that as a connection between math and other disciplines where visual literacy is really emphasized, such as the arts. So technology can be used to kind of bring those two worlds together. Students can use online tools to create visual representations of what they've learned. Technology is an incredibly powerful tool, and one way that I see it working in a math classroom is through at least the partially flipped classroom model, or a blended learning model where students are learning using technology on their own and then practicing in the class. I think this is especially appropriate for math and science classrooms, where the lectures and the instruction can be somewhat dry in a traditional classroom where the teacher is just the sage on the stage kind of talking to the students, whereas the flipped learning model, where students are watching videos at home or learning interactively in another way at home and interacting with the material at the speed that they want to. They can go in and explore the things that they have trouble with. That creates time in the classroom for doing really higher level interactive learning, where the students are working directly with their peers and with the teacher to do difficult problems. Overall, I'm really excited to incorporate a lot of the ideas that I've learned over the course into a math classroom, and I don't see it anymore just as a way to present information to students or a way for them to present it to me. I see it as a bigger picture of interacting with students in a way that they are speaking to each other in their daily lives, and I see it as a really deeper way of preparing students for the future, for jobs that don't exist yet, and for life in the 21st century.